This is INCRadio DCEM 954, the voice of truth, the official radio station of the Church of Christ or Iglesia ni Cristo.
Made in Australia.
G'day everyone. Welcome back to another exciting episode of INCRadio Made in Australia. I'm Brother Morgan Goodfellow, broadcasting live from the local congregation of Townsville in the ecclesiastical district of Queensland. We're coming to you straight from the land down under, the great southern land, Australia. It's awesome to have you all joining us here today, and not just from Australia, but from around the globe. And today I'm not alone. Joining me is our charming host, Brother Hans. Brother, how is it all going today?
Hello, Brother Morgan. Just like you, I am feeling charming and really good today, not just because of our episode, but also because we have very interesting viewers from all over Australia and also all around the globe. And at the same time, we have a lot of exciting things going on today. And once again, from here in the local congregation of Midland in the ecclesiastical district of Western Australia, I am Brother Hans Natividad, and I am so stoked and excited to see all of you again in this brand new episode of INCRadio. It's always a joy to reconnect with such an amazing audience on a weekly basis. Now, before we go into today's show, let's just take a quick moment to appreciate and show the love for all of you, our fellow audiences, for always supporting our episodes every week. And to show you how we appreciate you, let's go through our thank you video for last week's episode. Let's have a look. All right, we're all excited for today's episode, ladies and gentlemen, and all of our viewers today. And before we get into today's topic, we'd also just like to let you know, this is also not my usual setup at home, unlike the past episodes, and there's a very special reason to that. And that is because right outside of where our temporary studio is today, we have our ongoing CFO Fun Day and CFO Cares activity that is broadcasted all the way through here in the ecclesiastical district of Western Australia. So we will also tune in live to all of the action that is going on. We will also have live broadcasts of the main events that are going at the same time too. Now, before we get into it, and let's have a look. Brother Morgan, what's our topic about today?
That's right, Brother Hans. Thank you so much. And thank you once again to all of our loyal supporters for your constant contributions and support. But all right, folks, so let's put the pedal to the metal and shift gears to today's topic. We've got a special treat for you as we meet our guest, who is an agricultural machine assembler. Our guest specializes in the assembly and maintenance of powerful farming equipment. We will definitely learn a lot today about the skills and knowledge that go into their work. Before we continue, Brother Hans, how is our live chat going there?
All right, actually, let's have a look at that first, Brother Morgan. We actually have a lot of chats going all the way through, and this is very noteworthy. But from here in the Ecclesiastical District of Western Australia, we would like to thank our brethren from the local congregation of Ellenbrook, where we are exactly at right now, because outside of their usual place of worship is where the event is happening. We would like to thank first Brother Rennie Rose Raza and his whole family, including Ate Giselle Raza, and also their son, and at the same time, all of the brethren in the local congregation of Ellenbrook for always being one of our consistent viewers. That also goes to one of our most consistent viewers in Sister Charmaine and Sister Lisa Lawson from here in the local congregation of Ellenbrook. And speaking of birthdays, actually, Brother Morgan, we do have a few birthdays that are happening within the next few days and that had just happened. Yesterday, we had the birthday of Sister Aline Remoticado from the local congregation of Queen's Park. She is the wife of Queen's Park's resident minister, Brother Jomel Remoticado. She celebrated her birthday yesterday. And today, we also have Brother Ira Palma, who is celebrating his birthday. All the while, we have CFO Day going on. And he is also from the local congregation of Queen's Park. And at the same time, this Wednesday, we will also have Sister Aubrey May Austria from the local congregation of Fremantle celebrating her birthday as well. Actually, there's a lot of comments to go through, Brother Morgan. What do you think? Who else is going through in our comment section?
Yeah, absolutely, Brother Hans. And again, happy birthday to all those celebrating their birthdays yesterday and today. We'd like to give recognition to our CFO overseer for the District of Queensland, Brother Mark Reniel Kaseo, who is watching from Kilcoy, Queensland, hashtag kombucha, hashtag Queensland. Special mention to Brother Emmanuel Era, happy viewing for hashtag Armidale, hashtag Maddington. Sister Rennie Rose Raza, hashtag Ellenbrook, who says hashtag Ellenbrook, hello, Port. Hello, Port. We have Sister Olen Gaviola. Greetings to everyone, especially to us who are on CFO Day in Western Australia. Congratulations on your special day there, Port. We have Sister Audrey Gail Beltran. Happy viewing, Port, from the local congregation of Ellenbrook. Again, Sister Lisa Larson. Bit of a tongue twister, Port. Brother Ernesto Malasa. Sister Mel Mendoza. A special greeting. Happy viewing, Port. Happy CFO Day from the local congregation of Ellenbrook, Port. We also have many, Brother Hans, Sister April Dye, Sister Davina Rupido, happy Sunday, Port, from the local congregation of Shepparton. Sister Marty Delapaz, who says happy Sunday, Port, to all. Greetings from the local congregation of Adelaide, hashtag Adelaide. Sister Rodora Doctor, happy Sunday, brethren, hashtag Shepparton. Thank you for tuning in, Sister Rodora. And we have Sister Carla Shadell Padama. We love INC Radio Australia. Greetings from hashtag Manchuria, Iloilo South. That must be in the Philippines, Brother Hans.
In Iloilo, yes, that's by the sounds of it, yes, for Brother Morgan.
All right. So thank you so much for all of your support. Continue to send through your greetings and your comments. Click the like, share, and subscribe button, brethren, and guests. Make sure you click the notification bell to stay up to date with all of INC Radio Made in Australia's updates. And stay tuned because you are watching Made in Australia. Made in Australia, brought to you by INC Radio Australia Satellite Studio, one of the official satellite studios of INC Radio.
Made in Australia.
All right, and welcome back to Made in Australia, brought to you by INCRadio Australia Satellite Studio. Before we continue, we want to continue to recognize our loyal supporters and all those in our comment section. So we would like to give a special greeting to Sister Linda Esperanza. Happy CFO Day from the District of Western Australia. Hashtag Perth. Thank you, Sister Linda. Brother Armin Austria, happy CFO Day from the local congregation of Fremantle. Sister Zylen Dorada, greeting everyone watching from Port Adelaide. And Brother Justin Joseph Magaanan. Happy viewing from the local congregation of Coogee, Western Australia.
And thank you, Paul, Brother Morgan. We actually have so many comments coming all the way through. And yes, we did have some of our ministers from here in Western Australia being featured. And on top of this, Paul, we'd also like to give our special shout out to Brother Noli Esperanza, our district supervising minister here in Western Australia, along with all of the ministers, their spouses, and their entire households for always supporting INC Radio's Made in Australia programs, Paul. And speaking of ministers, Paul, we also like to give some shout outs. So Brother Armin Austria from Fremantle congregation was shouted out a while ago. And we also have more shout outs from Brother Ariel Hernandez from Armadale local congregation, and then Sister Lenny Pennington from all the way at Hobart. Hello, sister. Hello, sister. And then we also have more names coming all the way through. There's a lot we would like to go through at this moment, but right now we are actually joined by one of our ministers here in Western Australia. We have Brother Lawrence Solomon, who is our CFO overseer here in the district of Western Australia, along with Sister Elle Flores. And they will be giving us live updates on the current CFO Fun Day event that is happening here in our district. Let's give everyone a warm smile, Po, to all of us watching. Let's have a look at what's going on in our events outside, Po. On to you, Sister Elle.
Good afternoon po, INC Radio, and I am here po live from Perth, Western Australia, here in Turkish Parade Oval to in the event po of CFO Day activity, and I am here po with our CFO overseer, Brother Lawrence Solomon, to share with us po the atmosphere here in this activity. Brother Lawrence, can you tell us po the atmosphere here in the CFO Day po activity?
Okay, greetings to everyone, beloved brethren. Welcome to our CFO Day here in Western Australia. As you can see around us, we have so many brethren participating from all Buklod, Kadiwa, Binhi, and CWS as well. We are here together with our fellow brethren, enjoying the atmosphere, a fun-filled activities for all ages.
Right. Can you also tell us po about the CFO care activity that we also it's happening also here po?
Yes, also incorporated with our CFO Fun Day is the CFO Cares activity, where we provide free services to our brethren, free haircuts, free life hacks and DIY activities, as well as free health seminars. So it is not only a fun but also informative and educational activity as well.
Thank you so much, my brother Lawrence. That is indeed an amazing activity happening here right now in Turkish Parade Oval, our CFO Day activity and our CFO Cares. Back to the main studio po.
Thank you very much, Po, Sister Elle and Brother Lawrence, for our live updates, Po. And before we get into our next segment, Po, we also have a few more activities from here in the Ecclesiastical District of Western Australia that we would like to feature and that will be coming up very soon, Po. First up, we have the local congregation of Queen's Park celebrating their 10th year anniversary on the 25th of May, as well as a first aid refresher course for the district, Po. The first aid refresher course is happening, Po, in Western Australia's 8th Ball Federation, and we also have Aloft Perth as the venue for Queen's Park's 10th anniversary. And from our local congregation in Midland, we will be having our film showing of the Felix Manalo movie on the 18th of May, which is next Sunday in our local congregation. And then we also have our current event going on outside and our choir family socializing on the 24th of May for the local congregation of Armadale, and in Palmerston City local congregation up in the Northern Territory. We do have a CW Children's Worship Service bookmark making activity on the 25th of May. And also on the 14th of June, Armadale local congregation will have their cooking challenge book. And please stay tuned for your activities here in Western Australia, and we will also get to our other activities on our eastern districts. Now, Brother Morgan, what do you have going on next month?
Yes, Brother Hans, thank you so much. And for those who may be unaware or may not be members of the Church of Christ, we have a lot of organizations within the Church of Christ. So you may have heard the abbreviation CFO Day, Book Lord Kariwa, Binhi, CWS. These are all abbreviations for organizations we have within the Iglesia Ni Cristo or Church of Christ. So CFO is our Christian family organization. Our Book Lord is for the married members of the Church of Christ. Our Kariwa are for those who are 18 and above who aren't married. And Binhi are those who are 18 and younger, so the youth members of the Church of Christ, as well as the CWS, which is our children's worship service, the youth members again of the Church of Christ, who are there celebrating their CFO Day or CFO Cares activity for the Christian Family Organization. So before we jump into today's conversation, let's take a quick moment to get inspired with Gift of the Gab. G'day, and welcome to Gift of the Gab, where we expand our vocabulary and explore new words. Today's word is fulfillment. Fulfillment is the fact of doing something necessary or something that someone has wanted or promised to do. Let's use it in a sentence. Most people experience a sense of fulfillment when they achieve something personally important or significant to them. Thanks for listening to Gift of the Gab. May your understanding bring you confidence and fulfillment. We'll see you next time.
Thank you very much, Brother Morgan, for this week's Gift of the Gab. And we hope those words spark a little extra motivation for all of us today.
Absolutely, Brother Hans. And I just want to give a quick mention to the family of Brother Lawrence Solomon, the district overseer of, is it CFO overseer of Western Australia there, Brother Hans?
Yes, for Brother Morgan.
Right, so their family, the Solomon family, are actually here in our local congregation of Townsville, so they would have been very proud to see their beloved son there live reporting for your CFO Cares activity there, Paul. So a special greeting to the Solomon family here in the local congregation of Townsville, Paul, and to Brother Lawrence. All right, so no more waiting. Let's introduce the incredible guest we have lined up today, Brother Emmanuel Tabayan. Brother, how are you?
I am good, Brother Morgan. Brother Hans, good day.
Hello, po, Brother Manuel. Nice to meet you, Paul.
Yeah.
Welcome to our studio.
Okay. Good day, all brethren. I'm your brother Emmanuel Tibayan, local congregation of Queen's Park and District of Western Australia, as a deacon.
All right, and thank you so much for joining us today, Brother Emmanuel. Now, before we get into our roundtable discussion with our brother today, we will get into our favorite segment of Made in Australia. Does anyone remember what it is? Do you remember what it is? Let's do it in 3, 2, 1. What time is it, Brother Morgan? It is time for
Game time. Let's get into
That's
it.
it. Okay, we actually have to work on our sig next time, but good job, Brother Morgan. But yes.
It's game time. Let's play.
You know it's game time when Brother Hans has his thinking cap on.
Yes, and it's about time we put our thinking caps on so we can get our minds ready for our interesting questions today. So that's why we have our caps on. Now, let's have a look. Let's go to question number 1 straight away. What does that really mean?
All right, so we'll give our first question to the live chat. What does Chaka Yui mean in Australian slang? Multiple choice question, brethren and guests. A, go for a drive. B, speed up. C, turn around or make a U-turn. or D, park your car to chuck a Yui? Go ahead, put in your answers, and while we wait for your answers, we'll go ahead and give the mentions to our live chat who are constantly flooding our stream. So we would like to give a special greeting to Brother Brian Paolo Lakson. Hello po. Happy Sunday po. God bless po. Happy viewing po from the local congregation of Shepparton. So active, that local congregation, Brother Hans. We have Brother Al Lan. Hello po. Ka Manuel. Idol Kita or Idol Ka? Idol Ka. There you some fans there, Brother Emmanuel coming in already. Thank you, Brother Al. Brother Asen Dela Cruz, greetings from Port Adelaide. Brother Emigdio Aro Jr. watching here from the hashtag local congregation of Shepparton, Wangaratta group worship service. Sister Shirley de Guzman, happy viewing po from the local congregation of Mackay. Thank you for tuning in, sister. Our brother Mark Estudillo, happy viewing everyone po, hashtag Toowoomba, Queensland. Sister Daisy Accento, greetings to all the brethren around the world. And just looking to see, we've got a couple of answers there, Brother Hans, if I'm not mistaken.
I think so. People are starting to put on their answers, and although I gotta say that there's a lot of shout outs and even greetings from more brethren. So let's have a look more for our brethren giving shout outs. Let's also not forget one of our constant local congregations who always tune in to our episodes, the local congregation of Shepparton. We do have Brother William Manabat, who is consistently with us every week in our episodes. And at the same time, we also have more brethren coming all the way. So Sister Liberty Tarot from our INC Radio studio in Queensland. And she is from North Brisbane local congregation. Brother Benji Balbon from Port Adelaide local congregation. Sister Leonora Palmer from the local congregation of Perth. We also have Brother Eddie Garcia from the local congregation of Coogee. Brother Benjamin Ramosa from Port Adelaide local congregation. And speaking of which, I think, yes, we're seeing answers already. And let's have a look. So some people are saying it's a U-turn. Take a U-turn. Okay,
Chuck a Yui. It does seem to have the same concept, I guess. Koya Tech, can we please get the answer? Make a U-turn or turn around. Brother Mark Ruby Estulio was the first in with answer C. So thank you very much, Brother Mark. All right, Brother Hans and our live chat, Brother Emmanuel. Let's go on to question number 2. Koya Tech.
Oh, okay. This is interesting. What is meant by bush tucker?
All right. So for those who may have missed that one, it is, what is meant by bush tucker? Again, multiple choice. A type of farm animal. B, Australian wild food or edible plants. Or C, a type of farming tool. Or D, a nickname for a farm tractor, bush tucker. We might have Brother Emmanuel give this one a crack. Brother Hans, what do you reckon?
Actually, yes, we'll have Brother Emmanuel try this out, because this is also my very first time hearing of the term bush tucker. I don't think I've encountered this before.
Oh, this is a very, very ancient Australian slang. It's been around since the hills, Brother Hans, so to say, but we'll give Brother Emmanuel a go at this one. What do you think, Brother Emmanuel? What do you think it is? A, B, C, or D? As well as our live chat, go ahead and put your answers in as well. I will be monitoring your answers as well, but thank you.
Okay, what do you think?
I'm not sure about it, but I go for letter D.
Letter D
for a farm tractor.
Farm tractor. Yeah, I have the same idea, Paul. I think it is a farm tractor. Let's see. I have no clue, genuinely speaking. Some people, we have some comments, Brother Morgan. So we are seeing different answers, Paul. So letter B. So some people are saying letter B. Some people are saying letter D. So it's either an Australian wild food or edible plant, or yes, it could be a farm tractor nickname. But so let's just have a look now what our answer is for Kuya Tech. Let's check it out.
B, Australian wild food or edible plant. So nice try, Brother Emmanuel. Nearly got it. But and the Sunday family also answered the letter D, but unfortunately it is the letter B, which Sister Liberty Torok has answered correctly. Australian wild food or edible plants. So bush tucker is Australian slang for food, basically. So bush tucker is Australian wild food. They have a lot of lore behind the plants here in Australia. Brother Hans, Brother Emmanuel in our chat, a lot of the plants here have distinct qualities which they can contribute to certain nutrients and whatnot. So that's your bush tucker and sort of like ancient remedies, so to say. So bush tucker and the wildlife here in Australia.
All right, that sounds very unique, Brother Morgan. I don't think I've known I know a lot of these. And personally, I'd love to learn more. I think Brother Emmanuel will also love to learn more about that in the future too, because it's just a lot of unique wildlife that's just exclusive here to Australia. And I think that would be very cool to look at. But now, before we get into our next question, we'll do a few more shout outs as well. Let's have Brother Richard Esperanza from the District of New South Wales. He's in the local congregation of Queen's Park. Happy viewing, enjoy po. Brother Aaron de la Paz from Minchinbury local congregation in New South Wales District. Happy watching po. And also Brother Mark-Angelo Teodosio. Happy viewing po from Espiritu Santo, Vanuatu District of New South Wales. Sister Elia de Guzman from Mackay local congregation in Queensland. Again, we also have Sister Hershey Valdez from the local congregation of Mackay in Queensland. Sister Jillian Evangelista from the local congregation of Minchinbury in New South Wales. Father Jason Kayabia from the local congregation of Iakusip Tana in Vanuatu in New South Wales District. We also have Sister Rachel Magnayon from the local congregation of Kingston City. Sister Maritas Valdez from Shepparton local congregation, Shepparton Local. Hello po once again. Thanks for always being with us po. We also have Sister Lani Au from the local congregation of Sydney. And at the same time too, we also have Sister Nessa Matibag from the local congregation of Kingston City as well. And we have a lot more. Actually, we're looking live from the comment section po. And there's literally going to be much more po later on now. For us to win this week's INCRadio giveaway, the next question po is going to be the question that we will have to answer po. So we will announce our winner at the very end. So please stay tuned and see if you get into the chance of winning our INCRadio gifts in today's episode. Now let's have a look. Kuya Tech, what is our question number 3?
So what does give it a once over mean? A, to inspect, B, to replace, C, to ignore, or D, to clean, to give it a once over. What do you think, Brother Emmanuel? Have you heard this one before?
I'm not sure. I don't know. But I try.
Yeah, these are all both new to us po.
Yeah.
Yeah.
These are actually, you can use give it a once over in multiple scenarios, but there is one clear answer for this multiple choice here. We'll hand it over to our live chat. If you know the answer, if you might have an idea of what it might be, feel free to let us know. We'll read it out. In the meantime, we'll continue to go over our engagement and our comment section. So we have Sister Chito Lorenzo, greeting from the local congregation of Toowoomba, District of Queensland, Australia. It says hashtag Toowoomba. Thank you for tuning in, sister. We have Brother Ruben Nepo Musino. Happy viewing pot from the local congregation of Port Adelaide. And we have Brother Frederick Estrella. Happy viewing pot from the local congregation of Shepparton. So we have a few answers here already, Brother Hans. We have Sister Lani AU, who seems to think it may be D, give it a once over, is clean. Or Brother Benji Belbon, who seems to think it may be A, to give it a once over is to inspect. Brother Emmanuel, Brother Hans, do you maybe have an idea of what it could possibly be?
Actually, I'm actually not sure po, but let's see. So what do you think po, Brother Manuel?
For me, B, replace.
To replace.
Yeah,
Okay
to
po.
replace.
Yeah, okay. So we have B to replace, and I think I'll give it a shot with A, inspect. That's what I think it is. Now, before we get into the answer, Brother Morgan, there's also going to be more shout outs po. So so far from the local congregations here in Western Australia, we'd also like to give shout outs to our resident ministers, starting off as well with Brother Darrell Olaya from our local congregation in Midland, in here in Western Australia. We also have Brother Rene Malari from the local congregation of Stirling, Brother Olan Gaviola a while ago from the local congregation of Perth, Brother Arm in Austria, and we also have Brother Paulo Marteja from the local congregation of Coogee. At the same time, we also have Brother Emmanuel Era from the local congregation of Armadelle's resident minister as well. And then we have more comments coming all the way to here from Brisbane. Okay, well, we also have Sister Cecilia Guanzing from the local congregation of Shepparton. Thank you very much, Paul, to our brethren in Shepparton congregation. We also have a lot of brethren still from Ellenbrook and all of our other local congregations getting shout outs for. And also from personal shout outs for, we'd also give shout outs to Sister Nerissa. Yes, all right. Sister Nerissa Albino from the local congregation of Stirling, and Brother Jojo Olarte in the local congregation of Ellenbrook as well. Now let's have a look. What's our answer, Kuya Tech?
A to inspect. So they all could have been very correct. So we had, I believe, the multiple choice. A, obviously, the answer is inspect, but also clean could have been another possible answer for that one. To give it a once over, you could give it a once over. You could clean something, give it a once over, or to give something a bit of a check, you can just kind of give it a once over or a look at. So you could possibly have A and D, sorry, inspect or clean. But for today's answer, it is inspect. So there you go, a little bit of Australian slang for you, a bit of knowledge to gain there, to give it a once over. All right, so Koya Tech, we'll move on to, so for that question, we do have
yes po. So yes po, Kuya Morgan, for this question po, we'll also give it a little bit of suspense. Whoever got the correct answer first will find out at the end of this episode po, for our INC radio giveaways. Now let's have a look on our roundtable discussion, Kuya Morgan. Let's have a look.
All right, so moving on to our roundtable discussion, Brother Hans chat with Brother Emmanuel. Please kindly introduce yourself once again. Just give us a quick reminder of your local congregation, your district, your church duties, and just your job description or title, Brother Emmanuel.
Good day, all brethren. I am your brother Emmanuel Tibayan from local congregation of Queen's Park and district of Western Australia as deacons, and my current position as a general mechanic.
Oh, that's a very interesting guest we have here today. We have Brother Emmanuel. He is a deacon in the local congregation of Queen's Park, who will celebrate also their 10th anniversary in a few Sundays' time. And he is also one of our mechanics here in our district. Now, let's see, Paul, can you tell us a little bit more about the kind of work that you do as a mechanic, Paul, and exactly what field that you are working on right now, and what kind of skills and services that you have and that you are capable of as a mechanic?
Now my position is as a general mechanic. Our job is to assemble the machine from the time the parts are delivered us. And this machine, agricultural machine, helps our fellow farmers to speed their planting and harvest their crops abundantly. This machine is capable of planting 10 hectares in an hour at a speed of 9 kilometers per hour. Normally, yung tinatanim ng mga farmers natin dito yung barley, canola, wheat, and corn, etc.
Yes, boss. So we have Brother Emmanuel is usually working on machines related to agriculture here in Australia, and the kinds of machines that the farmers here are using are usually used for some of the common produce that are being harvested here across all of the farms, mostly here in our location here in Western Australia. Now, he works specifically in agriculture, so there's a rather specialized field for this. Now, a while ago, we were kind of wondering, because there are usually a lot of different mechanics, so usually we have just general car mechanics, for example, and you have yourself po who works on machines po related to agriculture. Can you tell a little bit more of the differences po between what it's like working for agriculture versus like let's say someone who's working on usual car servicing po?
Yeah. An agricultural machine mechanics specialize in repairing and maintaining farm equipment like tractors, combines, and irrigation system, while a light vehicle mechanic focuses on cars, light trucks, and sometimes motorcycle. Agricultural mechanics handle larger, more specialized machine, while light vehicle mechanics work on wider range of smaller vehicles.
All right.
That's it.
Yes, po. Thank you very much po, Brother Manuel. What do you think po, Brother Morgan? There's a lot of interesting points there going right now po.
Yeah, absolutely, Brother Hans. Brother Emmanuel seems to play a very important role to the control of Australian produce and agriculture, obviously here in Australia. So we want to get a bit of more understanding, Brother Emmanuel. Could you guide us through a typical day in your industry as an agricultural machine mechanic, and what it's like working in your role?
Yeah. In our group, I am responsible for preparing the material used to assemble a machine, and it is also my job to find out if there's any missing parts so that I can immediately report them to our team leader to avoid delays in the work. Yeah, it's a main function of my
Right.
job.
So a lot of diagnostics and team leadership by the sounds of it, Brother Emmanuel, Brother Hans.
Yes, for Brother Morgan. So it's not just simply working on machines itself, but also communicating it to open channels as well to get a lot of things done very efficiently. Po. Now let's see. How did you get started exactly, po, Brother Emmanuel, in your field? And did you have to begin with any particular area po, of repairing cars, like for example, working on engines or getting any diagnostics work done? Po?
Yes, I first started by repairing car engines until I learned a lot of things, especially in diagnosing car air conditioning system.
Oh, all right. So you started mostly as a car mechanic, po.
Yeah.
And then how did you get into agriculture afterwards? Po? How long ago was this? Po? Like when you started working on agricultural machines, po, and how long ago was it po, when you started in it? Po? Is it just fairly new, or were you doing it a long time ago? Na po?
No, lately now, 1 year ago.
Oh, okay, po. So we have brother Manuel here. So he's just started working in agricultural machines exactly 1 year ago, po. So and also at the same time, I think Brother Morgan, I believe we have Sister L joining us today, po, and we're having more live updates coming through for CFO Day's activity. Would it be okay, Brother Morgan, if we go through this for a bit?
Absolutely. We want to hear all the live updates from the CFO Cares activity there in Western Australia. Brother Hans, joining us is Sister L Flora. Sister, how are you over there?
Hello po. We are good here. We were once again live here po in Turkish Parade Oval for our CF activity. And together with us po is Aubrey, Sister Regine, and Sister Regeline to share with us po their experience, favorite parts in this activity. Sisters, can you tell us more po about your experience here in our activity?
Yeah, so we have our CFO day today, and there's a lot of things going on. We have bouncy castles, we have photo booths, we have food, karaoke, all of those things. It's been really exciting. Yeah, puppet show. We also had like kids games, and we had youth cafe with games for the Kadiwa and Hindi as well. So it was actually really fun. Yes, very fun. Lots of activities. Very fun to see all of our brethren from all over Australia. We haven't had somebody that's that's very recent that all of our brethren that's
It sounds like you are having a lot of fun there, sisters. Can you tell us what your favorite part of the day is?
Okay, favorite part of the day, I did karaoke.
Oh, very good, very good.
No,
Sorry, Sister L, can you show us a little bit of what's going on there po, besides the photo booths po, and also we'll have the sisters po. Can you please demo what's inside there, Sister Aubrey, and our other sisters po? What are the other activities there po at the moment?
Yeah, so I was actually kids games school where we basically let the children play with games to
show the love of brotherhood. And that also happened for the Kadiwa and Binti, which is where you have to be with other people from other locales to make friendships and to rekindle any friendships with other people.
Thank you so much, sisters. And sisters, before we let you go, can we just get a quick glimpse of your karaoke skills? Can you No, joke lang. No, thank you so much for joining us, sisters. We look forward to all the more hearing from your updates. We hope you enjoy your day. And again, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
All right, so they're having an amazing time there, Brother Hans, Brother Emmanuel. So we'll put our spotlight back on our guest for the evening, Brother Emmanuel. Brother, we understand you have a great amount of experience as a mechanic. You know, you've just recently transitioned into the role of agricultural machine mechanics. Prior to that, we understand you have a lot of years as a mechanic before that. We want to understand, with your new role as an agricultural machine mechanic, can you kind of walk us through the typical repair session you might have to go through? For example, how do you diagnose and fix issues in a vehicle? And what does the process look like from start to finish?
Yeah, this is my experience. First, I find out what the customer concern is. Then I confirm if what the customer says is true. If yes, I will ask the customer when this problem appeared before this happened. So then I will use special tools to quickly find out what is broken and why it is like this. Once we find out what is broken, we will replace the part. Once it is replaced, we will road test or test it. If the problem does not appear again, we will give the customer the vehicle.
Right, so a lot of trial and error, a lot of investigation, and obviously a lot of experience goes into the job that you're involved in, Brother Emmanuel.
Yeah, there's a lot also going on, po, besides the technical part. Po, I noticed, Brother Morgan, that Brother Emmanuel also has a good penchant or a good skill, po, for dealing with customer service based on the kind of interactions that he does with every single customer. So he does listen to them and their concerns, po.
Yeah.
And it looks like you're very focused, po, on understanding exactly what needs to be done. Po.
Correct.
So that's pretty much important skills to also acquire here, po. Now, I'm also just curious, po, how does one get into the industry, po? So meaning, how is it like, po, to get it to work as a mechanic, po? What possible skills, qualifications would you need for any experience so that you could become a proper mechanic, po, whether in your field or anywhere else?
Yeah. Before I enter in this industry, I studied automotive servicing at Toyota Motor Philippines School of Technology in the Philippines for 2 years. I also took the government exam to become a mechanic to get a license. I also had a training, a certificates, and had 7 years of experience as a mechanic.
Wow, a lot of experience, brother. Very inspiring. Obviously, you love what you do because you've stuck it out through and through. You've got your certificates. You've done many years in the industry. So you have obviously a lot of experience. You obviously must enjoy the work that you do. A lot of puzzle and problem solving by the sounds of it as a mechanic. You've got to obviously diagnose issues, repair them, find out what the problem is, and then find a solution. It must keep you busy day in and day out. We want to kind of get an understanding personally. How has this sort of work, impacted you with your problem solving? How has it helped you to grow as a person? And have you learned anything new about yourself through your work?
Yes, I have learned a lot today, especially in my new job or position, because everything is new. I am given the opportunity to handle people and decide what to do when there are things that need to be decided.
Also, it looks like, po, it's your first time also not just being a mechanic by trade, po, but also getting leadership positions at work, po, isn't
Exactly.
it, po? Okay, po. So it's always interesting, po, once it's not just about the kind of skills that you're able to offer, po, in any kind of work, but at the same time, when you're being entrusted with more responsibilities, that goes to show also that we have brethren like Brother Emmanuel here that the show po that the more hard work and the more dedication and effort you put into what you do, you get to be entrusted with higher responsibilities po, and that goes to show that a lot of people look up to you po, not just only within your community and work, but also among our fellow brethren. And I'm also believing within your family as well po. So I believe they all look up
Yeah,
well very much.
absolutely, brother Hans. Brother Emmanuel does have a lot of responsibility within, the climb that he's had to make to get to the position that he's in. So it's very inspiring. Before we continue, brother Emmanuel, with this very exciting industry, we just want to give a quick shout out to some of the engagement doc who are idolizing you at the moment. So we have Sister McZion Dorada, hello, Port, from the local congregation of Port Adelaide, supporting you from Port Adelaide there, brother Emmanuel. Sister Princess Jabadan, happy weekend, Port. Greetings from the local congregation of Kingston City. So you've got a lot of brethren tuning in from all over Australia, brother Emmanuel, to listen to your journey, to listen to your story. I'm very inspired myself, and all the more, I guess you could say, honored to get an understanding of the role that you hold for the agricultural industry of Australia. The transport, obviously, it contributes to the transport of produce, and without those trucks and those modes of transport, Australia wouldn't be able to, I guess, operate. Essentially, you are basically the bloodline of Australian produce. So we thank you very much. But brother Romar Scott, who sends his greetings to his two sons, brother Jaden and Kai Scott, who are both celebrating their birthday this month, from the local congregation of Shepparton. Happy birthday, brothers. Maligayang kaarawan po to you both. Sister JV Francisco, happy Sunday po from the local congregation of Melbourne. Sister Florence Simagan, happy viewing po to all brethren. Hashtag Donnybrook. Ate Marianne Finn, one of our beloved Ates who used to previously reside in the local congregation of Townsville, who is greeting us from Port Adelaide now, who says, happy watching from the local congregation of Port Adelaide. Thank you for tuning in, Port Ate. We also have Sister Sedelina Banaz, happy watching Port from the local congregation of Melbourne, as well as Brother Kent Louise Glodavisa, who says, happy watching Port from the local congregation of Shepparton. Brother Hans, there are so many of our beloved supporters tuning in.
Yes, Paul, Brother Morgan, especially from our local congregation. Over East, it's local congregation of Shepparton. And even here in Western Australia, we also have local congregations like Ellenbrook, who are continuously supporting us in our episodes every week. We also have more shout outs coming through, Paul. We have happy viewing, Paul, from the Medrano family from the local congregation of Toowoomba in the ecclesiastical district of Queensland. I am so relating on the topic because I am a certified heavy diesel mechanic in mining, industrial mining. So we also have some brethren who are inspired by you, Brother Emmanuel, because we also have heavy diesel mechanics for watching us right now. We also have Brother Leo Soriano from the local congregation of Coogee in Western Australia. Brother Armand Batea, happy listening and enjoy the program, brethren from here in the local congregation of Knox City, District of Victoria, Australia. Brother Marvin Del Rosario, hello everyone from local congregation of Townsville. Brother Morgan.
That's right. That's one of our beloved brothers, Brother Marvin Del Rosario and his family, who are tuning in from the local congregation of Townsville. Brother, thank you so much. We appreciate all your support each and every week. We see you and your family tuning in, so thank you so much. All right, Brother Hans, we're going to jump straight back into Brother Emmanuel and his industry. I believe Brother Emmanuel faces a lot of challenges, Brother Hans, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it looks like it for Brother Morgan, especially since Brother Emmanuel said that that he's getting into a lot of new responsibilities himself. So there's also a lot of different adjustments that I believe he's making for at the moment. Now, also, based on the kind of work that you're doing for right now, Brother Emmanuel, what are some of the biggest challenges you're facing right now in your career, and how do you tackle these challenges for day to day?
Yeah, this word is sa Tagalog. For me, the biggest challenge for me is time. Because sa larangan ng aming trabaho, normally, laging pinibigyan kami ng time limit para magawa namin yung trabaho. So sometimes di namin talaga kaya, pero kailangan namin gawin. So it's a big challenge for us. So ang ginagawa lang namin, kung ano yung alam namin, kung ano yung totoo, tapos kung di talaga namin kaya, sinasabi namin sa mas mataas sa amin, tapos humingi kami ng tulong para magawa namin yung trabaho binibigay sa amin ng mga supervisors.
Yes po. So it looks like po most of
Or
the
more in pressure.
Yes po, the time and pressure po
Time and
pretty much.
pressure.
Yes po. So as much po as brother Emmanuel wants to accommodate all of the customers that he is getting at work every day along with his team, it's not always possible po in different circumstances, especially within time limits po, because of the fast-paced nature of the job that he is part of po. So that is why they try to do their best, and if they aren't able to find answers straight away, they seek the help of their supervisors po. And it's very important as well. So at least at the same time, it gets communicate whatever problems are out there po, it gets easily communicated. And if it's also still not possible within the po, they just keep on telling the truth po of exactly what's going on po. So those are some important things po. So communication and integrity po in the level of work, and at the same time honesty po if some things couldn't really be done po. So we're seeing a lot of important Christian values at play po, Brother Morgan.
Absolutely, Brother Hans. It's very inspiring, and we understand that your time management is of vital importance when it comes to your work life, Brother Emmanuel. But we also understand that you are a deacon of your local congregation there, which is a very high role or prestige role in the Church of Christ, and it involves a lot of time also. So we want to understand, as much as your work life consumes your time, how are you still able to manage and balance your work as a mechanic with your church duties, and how does your faith influence your work and interactions, brother?
Yeah, Brother Morgan. Even though I am tired all day, I do not neglect my worship service, and I attend spiritual activities, because this is where my spiritual life grows stronger, so that I can overcome any trials that come my way, especially our salvation in the coming judgment.
And very important po, isn't it, Brother Morgan?
Absolutely, Brother Hans. It's very inspiring. Despite the time restrictions you have with your work, and the time your schedule it takes up with your time management, you still devote yourself to your church duties, which is of priority basically to members of the Church of Christ. So, Brother Emmanuel, we're very inspired, and we thank you so much for taking us on your journey as an agricultural machine mechanic. Before we basically wrap up this section of our roundtable discussion, Brother Emmanuel, are there any special shout outs you'd like to give to anyone?
Yeah, thank you, Brother Morgan. I want to greet my wife, Leah Tibayan, and my family in the Philippines. Love, or in Tagalog, mahal, soon you are here now. You are here this coming few months. And big shout out to our local congregation, Queen's Park, and to Brother Jomel, and Brother Alan, Brother JP, Brother Arvin, Brother James, Brother Anthony, and Brother Larry. Hi po.
All right. So thank you so much, Brother Emmanuel, and congratulations on your engagement. Sana all. Okay, so before we announce our winner for today for our game time, we want to quickly go through some brotherly advice with this week's segment of Strive and Thrive. Koya Tech, if we could just get that Strive and Thrive segment up and rolling, please.
Welcome to Strive and Thrive, where change is an opportunity for growth. Today's tip: don't fear change, embrace it. In today's fast-paced work environment, change is constant. So whether it's new technologies, new processes, or new team members, adapt and look for the opportunity that it brings. When you embrace change with a positive mindset, it is easier to stay ahead and remain relevant in your field. Seeing an opportunity to do things better creates that positive mindset. Remember, flexibility is a good skill, one that's valued by employers. So taking change in your stride helps you turn challenges into triumphs. Keep striving and thriving, and we'll see you next time at Strive and Thrive.
All right, and once again, before we go to our last section as well, we'll also have a look at some of our other comments later. But again, let's all stay tuned for because we are still watching Made in Australia, brought to you by INC Radio Australia Satellite Studio, one of the official satellite studios of INC Radio.
Made in Australia.
All right, brethren, and all those viewing, we thank you so much for joining us for this week's episode. It's been a very insightful journey with Brother Emmanuel. We thank him so much for taking us and taking the time to take us through his journey. We would like to announce this week's game time winner, which is Sister Lani AU, who answered correct with the letter D for our game time question number 3. So Sister Lani, please send through your local congregation and we'll send through your INC Radio souvenir. Congratulations once again. And that'll wrap up another episode of Made in Australia. We hope you've enjoyed your stay with us.
And we would like to thank our Christian Family Organizations coordinator, Brother Angelo Aranio V. Manalo, and also our beloved executive minister, Brother Eduardo V. Manalo, for always supporting our programs here in INC Radio Australia, and also for supporting our activity, the CFO Fund Day and CFO Cares activity here in the District of Western Australia. And also, just for all of us, we are also commemorating the 139th birth anniversary of God's messenger in the last days, Brother Felix Y. Manalo, which has happened yesterday, the 10th of May, 2025.
That's right. Thank you so much, Brother Hans. Before we go, we'll just give a quick shout out to the rest of our loyal supporters. We have Sister Margie Escurera. Happy viewing, Port, to all brethren, Port, local congregation of Dean Park, #New South Wales. Sister Eliza Trinidad, Sister Eunice Trinidad, the Trinidad family. Happy viewing, Port, from the local congregation of Port Adelaide. Very active there, Port. Brother A, Sister Gabriel, Brother Leo Soriano, Sister Nancy Sina, and Sister Anna May Manuel. Thank you so much for all of your support and your contribution. We will see you all next week. And to all of our viewers, thank you for always tuning in. Please watch this video for our thanks. For your tech, please replay our thank you video bot.